I found a journal from before I had my son where I was writing like some things that really helped me. I was reading through it last week. One of the things that I had said was like, protect what you read. Like I had many moments where I would like Google something, and immediately be in like a tailspin, some article I read, and it's like, just stay off the internet, like trust your doctor, trust your whoever is in your life. It doesn't help to try to gather information like that for yourself from unreliable sources. I think that writing is very important to record the journey so that you can look back, because when you look back and see God's faithfulness, you're going to realize like he's faithful today. So 10 years from now, you're going to read about this season where God showed himself to you, and it's going to give you faith to fight that battle that you're facing 10 years from now. So write it down. Sometimes you don't know what to write, like write your prayers. Sometimes it's hard for me to speak prayers out loud. It's easier for me to write them. Figure out the way that you communicate with God the best. Like everybody communicates differently. You may have been raised in church where there's only one way, but really like the truth is with Jesus, it's a personal relationship. So whether that's singing or praying or kneeling, standing, walking and talking to him, writing a prayer to him, begin to dive deep in what that relationship means, because the desire is always for it to be at the first and foremost of our life, like more important than anything else. And I think celebrating others is really important. I think that it sows seeds for your own life, and it just teaches you to live with an open heart and not hold bitterness, and not be like, sometimes you can go through waiting seasons and you're like kind of holding your breath, like you're holding your breath until it's your moment. You're just like I just, like trying to get through it, but you don't know how long the season's going to be. So you probably should start to breathe. You probably need to like breathe deeply, and I journaled about that. I'm like, I'm not in the hallway. Like I didn't have a baby registry ready. I didn't do any of that stuff. I was like, there's no way I'm not doing this. Like, I want, because what happens is you feel like you're like in the hallway and you're peeking into a room that you're not invited into. And it's like the worst thing. The only thing worse than not being invited in a room is like sneaking in and then being escorted out, right? You don't belong here. You've got to leave. And that was my perspective at one point. And then God really changed my perspective, and it's like, you're not stuck out of a room. You're just not in that room. But the room you're in right now is amazing. It's a room full of my grace and full of purpose. And you are not at a stop sign in life. There's so many relationships around you to love. You get to serve in church. You get to pour your life into others. Like you get to have the time. Like while you're waiting for these other tiny humans, like you actually have time to soak in my word and worship and really allow me to form who you are. And so I had to reframe how I viewed it. It's like, I'm not waiting to get into this door. Like I'm already in the room I'm supposed to be in. And this room is enough. And it has so many gifts. He's the Father of heavenly lights who gives every perfect gift. It comes from him. And like this room that I'm in the waiting season is full of beautiful gifts. I just have to like see it. There's a hidden harvest there.